All right, guys, we're live. Probably going to stay on this screen on this server for I don't know 15 minutes. The internet is down here, so I'm running on my hotspot. I'm hoping that it's working. Um, Let me know if we got good audio because the settings are screwed up. Like I say, this is my field internet I'm running on. My modem Spectrum has got some problems, so I don't know how long this is going to last. Let's see here. Plug this in. I swear they need to have me run the internet. They can't get their act together for squat. All right, let's carry on. I was trying to get on at 1 o'clock. I've been trying for the last hour and a half, and nothing. So I finally gave up and ran my hotspot. Oh, good. Okay, great. All right, like I said, I have to box this in the back. Yeah, we'll just leave it like that. Oh, that's what it was. This stupid push rod. Okay, can't do that. So in 10 minutes, I'm going to check to see if the internet's back up, and I'll swap over connections. We might lose it. We might not. I don't know. I've never done it before. Okay, you remember when I said anything that's not glued to or whatever, get rid of it? There's about a 1/16 of an inch of that hard wood right there in the tip we're going to grind out before I we don't want to carry around any extra weight. So pull these out and move them back. Especially on the inboard side. I don't ever foresee having the lead outs that far back, but they'll be up towards the front, I'm sure. Yeah. Okay, let's we need a piece. I guess we could use this. We need to make a piece. I'm not going to get too crazy filling those holes like I did before. Seven sixteenths. 7/16. Need two of them. Like I say, I'm just going to bridge it and be done with it. 7/16. Just to give that some integrity back there. Man, that's a hard piece. That's okay. That's okay. I had 100 meg down and 0.001 up. Oh, God damn it. And I was trying like heck to get the screen to take off, and it wouldn't do it. To not disappoint my fan club. The show must go on. Okay, we got those filled. That's it. Fall on the floor. Like I say, I don't know if it really would matter. But for peace of mind, go ahead and put them in anyway. Good evening, all good here. Well, that's good. I need to clear this off here. If it's evening where you are, where are you at? England? Now this is going to be hard to glue. I'll have to glue from the inside. Let's see what happens. Got another one of them little things hanging over. Scotland. Yeah, well, same place. I get a lot of foreigners watching me. I don't mean that in derogatory sense. I mean a lot of people that are not American watch me. Brazilian, 10:39. Yeah, it is kind of late for you, especially on a work night. See, I had a little gap there, so fill it full of CA and sand it, and all the sawdust goes down in there and kicks off, makes a natural filler. Let's reach up here and turn this one down. Let's try that cam there. Maybe you can get a better view of what I'm doing. Yeah, I suppose. We are going to finish this thing off today. It killed me. Hoot, man! Now, wood doesn't really stretch, but you see me, I pull it together, the joint together, make it super tight, and then glued it. And here we have a little hole, so we'll do our sanding trick. Get a little sawdust going down in there. That's 2:30. They said they'd have it fixed at 2:30. Let me check. see if my other internet's up, because I don't want to burn up my hotspot time. That's for contests only. Okay. So, oh yeah, I can glue that, no problem. No problem. Now I'll show you some more of them glue globbers that I need to get off. I just spotted one. Okay. If you look right here, let me swap cameras here. I'll turn it this way. Raise it up. Zoom it in. I want to zoom. If you look right there on this rib, there's a glue drop that's slid down. Well, remember what I said. If it ain't doing nothing, take it off. Uh-oh. It just went down in the wing. Gotta get that out of there. I should be tinking around in there. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm cutting that glue glob out. Okay, we got that done. So now, let's see, we're past 12:30 or 2:30. Let me check that other internet connection. Only take a second. Okay, Spectrum Home. Refresh. Come on. Come on. Nope, still out. Request a callback. We're sorry the outage interrupted services in your area. We're doing everything we can to fix the problem. We expect to resolve it by Sunday, January 31st, 2:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Last updated January 31st at 12:27 Central Time. So 1:27. And I mean it dragged it down to a crawl. A good upload and zero, or good download and zero upload. Need to fix that zoom there. Do what here? Come on. Zoom back. And let's split the screen. There we go. Mismatched seams right here showing the covering too. So take it from a guy who knows. Get them straight. If we go offline here, I will try to make it back on. As soon as they get the internet fixed. That's nice. You got one over here too. Oh, I got a big gouge right there. Big gouge right there. Well, I have to use some Super Pro. When in doubt, punt. I wish you wouldn't have gouged that. It needs more filler. Got two lines in it right there, about 32nd of an inch deep, maybe a 64th. But gonna take filler. I'll have to fix that. Okay. Another big tip, before you cover this, you want to round all the edges. Get a fingernail file and round all the cap strips, all these edges here. And the more you can round them, the better the covering looks. I missed getting that one glued down. We can't miss that. What's the secret for the day? If it ain't glued to something, you don't need it. So this wing took about an hour a day, 2 weeks to do. There was some, we got 3-4 hours in it this week or this weekend, but there was sometimes that I didn't work on it. So I would say an hour a day for 2 weeks. That's 28 hours to build this far. You can't do it in 28 hours. You're not working on it. See, I want to grind that. "17 watchers, 4 thumbs up. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and the super chat. This is the last day to make the metrics, and we're kind of behind. Might have to drill that again. Certainly don't want to get in there. Where's the pliers? Well, I use these, I suppose. What I'm doing here is I couldn't get this eyelet to stick in this one hole, so we'll just clean it up with the drill. I'm not one to monkey around too much. That's the front hole. That's probably where it's going to end up. I've built enough of these wings to know that right here is approximately the lead out track. I see here I got a little rubbing on that rib. So we need to cut that open. It won't look pretty, but I don't. There we go. That didn't take much. Thank you, Chris. It helps the metrics out so they don't throw me off YouTube. Ever since the big change, things have nothing for the little guy anymore. Oh, I see another glue bugger. Well, that one's gone into oblivion. Don't know where it went. I'll be stepping on that. The only thing bad about scalpels, the blades are crap. They're really flimsy. There we go. Got it. See? Come on. That's what I just cut off. That's all it was. Just a little piece like that. But if you do that enough times, like I tell you, if you do it enough times, it will save weight. There's no need to tote around any extra weight, extra objects. I think that I need a different block. Let's try this one. I will be back, like I say, if the I don't have that much bandwidth left on the contest hotspot. Let me check my internet again. They're supposed to have it done by 2:30. It's now 3 o'clock. There's a bug that we didn't have before the bug man came. Let's see. Spectrum. Nope. Now it says by 4 o'clock. And when it gets to 4 o'clock, it'll be 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. I'll let this run 10 more minutes. I'm going to shut it off. I'll be back when they get the internet fixed. Yeah. It says, we're sorry, the outage interrupting service in your area. We're doing everything to fix the problem, which we expect to resolve by Sunday, January 31, 4 p.m. Central Time. Last uploaded January 31st at 1:41 Central Time. So that was just a few minutes ago. I'll tell you what I can do. I can make a box off camera, weight box. Or I can at least cut the wingtip parts off camera. If you guys get a good look at the wingtip when it was done. Let's see, auto white balance. Reset. Yep, that's correct. Let's open that camera up to number 1. There we go. I still feel it a little bit. I think once it's tissued and I sand it, it'll go away. Got to go around and get all the superfill in. There's a crack there. Got to get that in there, and superfill the edge right there and right there. And gonna do all the cap strips to make sure we got them filled anywhere that the joints have a gap. Superfill all this back here. Let me make sure I'm still streaming. I think I probably only have 1 meg left. What kind of filler? Superfill. This stuff right here. Let me get this camera here. 2-part superfill. It's light as balsa. Does not shrink for aircraft, marine, and automotive use. Very lightweight, sandable epoxy filler, and it does sand like butter. But as I mentioned earlier, when you get these, if you look in there, there's some brown gooey in there. I let it sit upright for a month. You need to turn them over every month, or else all the ammonia, that's what it smells like, sinks to the bottom. And then you got to stir the crap out of it. So I've had it sitting upside down now for 2 days. And we'll see how it goes. I might do that tonight. The only reason why I came back on using my hotspot is because I've told you guys that I'd be back and didn't show up yesterday. Well, today I told you I'd be back and couldn't show up, so I used my hotspot instead. Because I try to do what I say. Yeah, of course the glue fell on the floor. This is a very important thing to do as well, to get a nice flat wing. So not only do you want to put the cap strips on straight, but you want to sand them straight as well. No problem, Alan. You buy that at Wix Aircraft. You can get it Aircraft Spruce. I buy everything from Wix, but you know, if you got Aircraft Spruce next to you, yeah, I had good download speed, 100 meg download speed, but 0 upload. So when I'd go into sign in to make a YouTube video, the ball would just spin round and round and round. That's a nice wing here. Nice one. Come out good. Relatively straight. Let me make sure. Got to make sure we're not building warps in it. Yeah, it's real straight, except for where I sanded a little divot in it. That's all right. It's inside the fuselage. Let me see if we can see how straight it is. It'll be this one here. Let's see here. I sanded a slight divot right here. But I'd say that's fairly straight. And I'm looking into it, and I don't have any warpage, so we're doing good. You can basically tell when you put it back in the cradle and there's no wumping and bumping on it. You know, it's not up or down, and so it's not in a twist. That'll be a good one. Well, them lights are bright. I need to make some type of correction, anti-glare. Let's see here. That didn't help. Maybe a hood over the thing. No, that didn't help. Just overexposed. But I got to be able to see. Let's see here. Yeah, that's better. Hopefully you guys got something out of how I did all this today. Getting the push rod in and the compression spar. And how I made that push rod up or whatever. That looks pretty good. It's coming out real nice. So we've been on 44 minutes. I'll go 16 minutes more. We'll make it an hour. And I will be back if the internet comes back. I just don't want to burn up all my... It costs $10 a gig to run this show off the hotspot. And video burns up a lot of bandwidth. So we got a little... Yeah, I'm going to have to fill that there. I can't keep sanding that. It'll make a real big whoop in there. So the plan for today is going to be when I kill this video, I'm going to make up the wingtip weight box. And we're going to excavate it into the tip. I'm going to show you how to plot the location of the tip box. And this is not, you know, this is my way. So we have the lead outs there, approximate location of where they are. You take the center between that. I need where's my yardstick? I don't have a stick long enough. I do at home, but I don't here. That's where the lead out, where the tip box goes. So you want to go through from the center of the lead outs through the pivot point of the bell crank. Straight line. There's people that'll argue with me over this too, but so on the underside, that lead out or tip box has got to go right there. Does that make sense? And that's all subject to change too, because of where your adjustable lead outs go. But if you look at all the airplanes that I built, the lead outs mostly are right where I got them right here. So the center of the 2 points, put the ruler at, you hit the back of the pivot point of the bell crank, and so the tip box goes right in line with it. And that way, I'm not an aero engineer or whatever. I'm just a logical thinking mechanic. That way, as you're flying around, the lines are dragging, right? You got motor offset. You got crab set into it with the lead out. You got rudder offset, so you got crab in it. When you give it up, instead of this tip weight box trying to catch up or trying to catch up with the centrifugal force of this thing going around in a circle, instead of it trying to catch up, you got everything lined up. So when you give it up, it's not doing that business. It doesn't go like that. And I've seen that a million times. And people, I can't figure out what's wrong with it. Where's the bell crank location? It doesn't matter where the bell crank's located. Right. Okay. We got in a big argument on Stuka Stunt over bell crank location. And all the top aero engineers and all them knuckleheads wanted to argue with me over that. Whatever. Whatever. I built a bunch of airplanes and I know that it does matter. But anyway, try to keep everything in a straight line. And that way that when the airplane's coming around and the centrifugal force is on it and you give it up, it's the airplane's coming around and you give it up like that, it's not trying to go like this to line up with it because it's changing direction. So I'm not a physics major, don't get me wrong. I just built enough airplanes to know if you put the wingtip weight back here, when it tries to line up, it's going to shift it forward. If you put it too far forward, it's going to try to shift it back. So if you keep it in a straight line, it's not interrupted as much. And you got to think about this. They pull our airplanes to 10 Gs. The airplanes don't pull 10 Gs in flat level flight, but they probably pull 4 to 5 Gs. So how much weight should you use if you don't have a weight box? As much as it takes. What the weight box is for is to offset the weight of the lines. So when the lines are out there and the airplane, let's say the airplane is flying around the circle like this with the outboard wing up, and when you turn it upside down, it's flying with it down, or flying with it up, excuse me. You don't have a warp, you don't have enough wingtip weight. So you put enough wingtip weight in so that the lines stay in perfect horizontal plane to the ground. And you keep adding wingtip weight until you come down in a corner like this and the wingtip drops. And when the wingtip starts to drop, you got too much weight. So keep adding tip weight till it flies level. This is all part of bench trimming for me. I pretty much guess how much wingtip weight the airplane's going to take simply by turning it upside down on the bench, let it sit on the nose and the rudder. And the inboard wing is going to drop to the ground because the inboard wing is longer and has more mass. So you keep adding weight to the outboard wing until it slowly drops to the table. And that should be about right. At least get you within the ballpark. If you're running 18 thousandths wires, you're going to need more tip weight. Now, some guys say, well, I put 2 ounces of tip weight in it. God. So think about this. If the airplane's flying along 60 miles an hour, around about 55, 60 mile an hour, and you're not pulling 10 Gs, because that's what it would do in a flyaway situation. But let's say it's pulling 4 Gs, and you got 2 ounces of weight out there. 2 times 8 or 2 times 4 is 8 ounces of unslung weight at the end of the tip. I try to run a ½ ounce, the least amount of wingtip weight as possible. That's why the asymmetrics is set like I have with so much, 1¼ inch, 1.5 inches. Because the inboard wing longer means more lift, so you use less weight. Knock the weight out of the equation. Because everything is trying to line up with centrifugal force. And when you change direction, it really shows on the squares. It really shows on the squares. The airplane will do that business there. And you go, I can't figure out why it's doing that. Hinging. Well, how much weight you got in it? Well, I got 1.5 ounces, 2 ounces. Take some of that crap out of there. Lighten up the lines. Write them on 15 thousandths if your airplane's under 64 ounces. If you watch a little half-A airplane, just really watch and scrutinize how does a half-A airplane fly. Yeah, they're pretty fluttery because they're light, but they change direction without any business like this going on because they don't have enough centrifugal force or centrifugal mass inertia. That's what it is, mass inertia, to do anything except for change direction. So that's what we're trying to do here. Keep the weight down. You're more than welcome. Keep the weight down and try to design it and build it so that everything's in line. I use motor offset. I use 3 degrees motor offset. And everybody says, if you talk to Brett Buck and Ted Fancher, and they run 0, but they're also going like this in the overhead. I want line tension overhead. It's a little detrimental to you in the wind, 3 degrees motor offset, but not too bad. I mean, I'm a little guy, I'm 5'6" tall, and it says 170 pounds, but I ain't buying that. I'd say 150, 160, but scale says 170, but I guess it's all right here. Anyway, so when these airplanes start whipping up, especially the piped airplane, if you watch my first video, when the thing went lean at the end, Don Jenkins says, hey, a couple more laps it'll pull me out of my shoes. Yeah, them babies are really pulling. You got to hold on to them. And it's not much enjoyment for me to have to battle the airplane in the wind. So I don't know. Light is where it's at. And I didn't think so as much as I do today. But I do now really know that light is where it's at. So we know where the wingtip weight box goes, ahead of the spar, as far as I can get it forward. But when we come back, I'll superfill, Superfill all the spots. I'll mix up a big clod of it and muck it on there and see what it weighs. Let's see what it weighs now. It was 8.2 last week weigh in. Probably 8.5 now. Nope, 8.3, 8.35. So even with the flaps on, it's going to come under weight. Where'd that other flap go? That one hasn't been sanded, so we'll lose 10% of that. Come on. There it is. So this wing will weigh 10 ounces when it's done. Not bad. Where's the horn? I know I had a horn here. There it is. We're going to cut 20% of this off, but with the horn, it's 10.45. I'm happy. If I can get it covered and doped with the horn, with the flaps complete, and it's under 15 ounces, I can make a 48-ounce airplane because I did it once already. So this wing is really well within the realm. If you look at the one tape Wendy had with my Viper 6 or 7, I don't know which number it was, that Wendy really liked. That airplane was 48 ounces, PA 65 on a pipe, 48 ounces. But the problem wasn't much of a finish. It was gray. Gray cover's really good. And we're not going to primer this. We're just going to paint it. And I thought this time we're going to use a monochromatic art shawl paint job, very similar to the one that I just saw it on the web. It's light blue and dark blue, 3 colors of blue. I'm not sure, but I think I might do this one 3 colors of red. Blue isn't real good for looking at it in the sky because it blends in with the sky. So we want something that'll at least pick up the eye. Or I may do green. I might do 1950s Cadillac green. It's kind of a pea green, pastel green. I can't remember, you know. I want something that stands out. 3 shades of green. Be light green on the body, dark green on the leading edge, with different color green on the stripes. Maybe pearl, maybe that pearl green that I got for, yeah, that'd be a good place to get rid of that. That's $50 pint of paint to paint the whole thing that color. I might do that. Could possibly do that. All right, we've been on 1 hour. I'm going to kill it to save bandwidth. I'll be back when I get the internet fixed. Thank you for the super chats. Like, subscribe, share. Please consider joining and becoming a paid subscriber. It's $4.95 a month, unless you want to be a hero or a sponsor. And we'll see you as soon as I get it fixed. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.